Good evening everyone and welcome to the stream, or also for some people welcome, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are. So today it's at least for me as Sunday evening, the end of the weekend. For some of you from Australia and New Zealand it's already a Monday morning. So today we fly from Chicago to Tampa International, so a flight of 2 hours and 16 minutes, and that is me. So this is the airport in Chicago. It's a standard airport that comes with the game, and for the first time since very long we don't have pink liveries in the distance, so that problem seems to be fixed. Also the pushback tool is back. I needed to delete a lot of stuff, and I don't know what caused the problem. So there was a lot of add-ons that I deleted, especially airport, and pushback came back. Also the pink liveries that we saw before from a distance are gone, so that's a good thing. So this is the airport, just a quick overview, but we don't start from here because today we have a cargo flight, and we will depart from on this side. Today we fly the PMDG is 737, the 700, and I know Atlas Air has no 700. They have the 800 but not the 700. So this is the plane for today. It's a nice livery. I set a loader already in position, also the stair, so it's not really cold and dark because I have already external power, so that's one thing. Here you can see that we have the pushback truck available. So, and for today's flight I will show you the map. So there we go. So we fly from the top to the bottom, and it will take around 2 hours and 16 minutes. I see that Eddie is already here, so welcome Eddie, good evening. So let's go back to the plane. And we jump inside. So as you can see, we have already external power, so then we can turn on the battery, and then we can prepare our plane.
Ground Atlas 737 with India request taxi for takeoff, touch and go.
Atlas 737 taxi to and hold short of runway 28 right using taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra Sierra Tree Foxtrot cross runway 28.
And that was not intention, I pushed a wrong button it seems.
Contact tower on 128.15 when ready.
So we need to go to runway 28 right.
Taxiing hold short runway 28 right via taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra Sierra Tree Foxtrot cross runway 28 center Foxtrot Papa Golf Golf cross runway.
So batteries are already on.
Yankee Atlas 737.
So external power is also on. So we put that on nav, and then we can prepare. So we go to the actions page, and then we go to ground service, So we have ground power active, and then we need the fuel track. We will see how many fuel we need today, and that's 11,082. So we put that in 11,082, and then we can request the fuel track. We go to the other page, the stairs, and then we can also unload the airplane. And today we need, I think it's 15,100 kilograms. And it only says 12,583. So let's set that. So we can start with that. And then we go to the init page. So our airport for today is Court. I don't know if it will work like this. Yes, it works. Okay, that's set. Then we request the flight plan, and then we look for this one. We select that one. 919 nautical miles. So we'll select that and request. And then we need to wait a bit until it says load. Here we have it. Then we can load it. So uplink loading. And then we need to wait for that. So activate. Runway will be 28 right. Put that in. And our flight number we will also put in. 1369. And then we can activate this and execute. So cruising altitude for today will be 36,000 feet. Reserves will be 0.2, and coast index, let me check, is 29. And for the rest, we need to wait. Can put in the planet fuel. So that is 11.8. And voila. And for that is it for now. So we can back into our actions, and then ground service, and then we can follow how many kilograms we still need to load. And then we also need to see for our fuel, we need to start it first. El Bapino, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Hope you are doing well. So, Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar from France, cheese and wine like usual with peanuts. Thank you very much, mate. So, happy Sunday evening. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and that you are ready for work tomorrow. So today we do a cargo flight with Atlas Air. So Albapino, very nice weekend. Well, glad to hear that. As you can see, we have now a container in it. We didn't see it going in, but there is one in now. Albapino, yeah, tomorrow back to work. Wow. I think the most people need to go to work. So the weekends are always so short. For some people they are too short. And there we have a 747 in the background. World travel. So now we need just to wait for everything, for the fuel and for the cargo. So that will take a bit. In the meantime, we can also then check out the cargo, and that is what we have. Albapino, this is the default airport, yes. This is the default. Today everything is default, except the planes of course, but the airports are a default. So actually, and nothing special. This is a nice airport, it's a bigger one. So you just go through the cargo area. So then we also can see that. Not the highest detail, but it's nice enough. So we'll do a quick tour. We have time now. It's loading up everything. Once this everything is loaded, we can continue with the preparation, and then we can start everything. So this is the airport. It's pretty big, or very big. And so nothing that is added here at this airport. It's just a very standard. I deleted a lot of add-ons and freeware airports, and one of the things was causing actually the pink liveries that I had from a distance. I don't know what it was because I delete a lot, and also the pushback track and pushback tool is working properly again, so I don't know what it caused. But Albapino, how many runways? Well, a lot. I'm not sure how many there are, but we see 1, 2, and there we have another one, 3. So we have 3 on this side, and then we have also 3 on the other side, I believe. So I believe 6 runways. So that's 4 and 5. and then we have number 6 here, and it seems that we have, did I count this one? 6 or 7 then. I don't know if I counted this one. I think 7. 7 runways. And so that is a lot. Never saw an airport like that and like this in real life. Actually, the biggest airport I think it was in Dubai. That was the biggest airport I saw in real life. Actually, I don't know how many runways it has. So, but this for a standard airport, this is very nice. I don't know if it's handcrafted, that came with the game handcrafted or not, but it looks nice. So this is the cargo area, and then our plane is located here. So yes, a lot of runways. Also my PC thinks that it's a lot. Actually the plane is filling. You can see that. Now we have one box more. And if we will look here, actually we are loaded, so everything is in. As you can see, it loads the boxes here, or containers. I'm sorry. And then we also need to check for the fuel. I think that will be take a bit longer. So we have 6,700 kilograms of fuel, and we need 11,000. So we need to wait a bit for that. It's actually very nice that PMDG add this, that it's not just an empty cargo bay, but that it's also a loading. We didn't see the things going in. If someone has a clue if that is really happening or it just spawn here, let me know. And then tomorrow we will fly the Phoenix, or we try to fly the Phoenix. I think I solved the problem with the thrust levers. At least before the weekend it was working, so I didn't test it yet. No, but I hope it still works, and then we can fly tomorrow with the Phoenix. And then Tuesday we will fly the updated 146 from Just Flight. There was a new update with a lot of things that they fixed, so we can try that one on Tuesday. On Tuesday we fly in Australia, I believe. So it's also a cargo flight. No, it's a passenger flight. It's actually a company that does both passengers and cargo, and is also flying the 146 in real. And before the weekend I did a test with the 146 to start it up on my way, and it was working. I also did almost a perfect landing. My first attempt I needed to go around, but the second attempt was almost perfect. I didn't have numbers or something because that was not running, but just for the feel, it was a great landing, and it was with a yoke, not with a joystick. So let's hope Tuesday it will go as smooth as before the weekend. So we check again. We have 9,000 kilograms of fuel, So just a little bit, and then we can continue with our preparation for the flight for today. So once again, flight time 2 hours and 16 minutes. If everything goes as planned. So meantime we can set a altitude. We set that to 36,000 feet. And it's a lot of turning. So 36,000 feet, that's set. So auto throttle and flight director on both sides. So that is set. Can also set the speed already. Set it at 220. So there we go. That we cannot select yet. So we have 10,500. So now we still need 400 of kilograms of fuel, and then we can continue with everything. So then we can release the truck. Just a little bit. And there we go. So refueling is done, so we can release, and we can also go to previous page. So the cargo loading or loader can go, because that's also a loaded. So we release that, and then we can see that everything is going away. So the plane is fueled up and loaded, and then we can continue. Also, the cargo door is closing. It's actually going very slow. I don't know if that is the correct speed, but it's very nice. So we wait until that is closed and locked. Then we can also remove the stairs and close the door, and then we can prepare the aircraft for pushback. So we can release the stairs as well. The door will be closed, and then we can continue with everything. So the reserves was 2.0, cost index 29, then flight level 360, and then just need to click on this one, and then we have everything. So we go to page 2, and nothing here, so we can execute this one. So that's good. Outside temperature 28 degree, and then we go to takeoff performance, flaps 5, and before we set the V speeds we just need to check our departure. So that was 28 right. So that's already active. No sits. And then we go back, and then we go to arrival. Arrival will be, let me check that, 19 right. So that's this one. But we need that one. So this one. And then we also need a query like that, and then we execute that. So that's in. We can go back to this page. And then take off flaps 5, that is set. And then we have the V1 speed 124, 127 and 134. It's actually very low or slow. So we go to the next page, is dry, so that's good. And then we check our legs. And then we go to plan. And then we check our plan again. So we see our top of descent here. And I think we need to delete this one. And delete. So we cannot delete that. Execute. And then we zoom in a bit. So Fuddy, and then the next one, PM Bob. So that need to be it. So that's nice. Go back. So now everything is set here, and we can continue. The airport is very strong for my setup when I'm streaming. So, dew damper on, and then we can also fuel pump 1 on for the GPU or APU to start. And then everything is set here. Also we set this one, seatbelt, and then we can also put the logo lights. Some knobs are not working. And there we go. Also our cruising altitude will be 36,000 feet. So that's set. Electric can come on. Also the window heat on, packs off, and then we can start the APU. So there it goes. So now we wait until it arrives. If it rises, of course. And there we go. And then we wait until it's stabilized, and then we can put on the APU generators. So we'll wait for this light. And there it is. So APU and generator on, and then we can turn off ground power. APU bleed on. So there we go. And then we can also disconnect the external power. So we go back to this page. Ground service, ground power released. So that's done. In the meantime, we can also plan our pushback. Actually, I don't know where a runway 28 is. So we need to go that way. So we do plan our pushback. And then we place it in that direction. And so that is planned. And then just a last check if everything is set well. And so everything is correctly. So then we go starting and the engines, and also ask for pushback. Just missing the communication. In the meantime, all the fuel pumps can come on. Electrical systems are on, and then we can start also engine number 2. When it does 20, we can add fuel. Oh. In the meantime, we can also release parking brake, and we can start our pushback. So engine number 2 is starting. So engine number 2 is started, and then we can start engine number 1, and then we wait again until we have 20, and then we can add fuel. So there we go.
United 2086 pushback request accepted.
So also engine number 1 is starting. So I hope the sounds are set well, that everyone can hear everything good and nice. And so engine number 1 is started as well. And then we can set our parking brake. I don't want. Don't know what is going on, but parking brake. Oh, maybe now. Don't stay.
Ground United 2086 requesting the end of pushback.
So then we go back here and then we check everything. Probe.
To end pushback received.
APU bleed can come off. The packs on. And then generators for the engines can go on. APU generator off. And then APU also can come off. Taxi lights on. So then everything is set, I believe. I can also set this one. So we are ready. Just our flaps we need to set.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 right via taxiway Delta Delta cross runway 28 center Delta Delta.
So that is 1, 2, and then we get 5. And then we can start our taxi. It's a bit weird that I cannot set my parking brake. Elliot, welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We just started our taxi to a runway and 28 right, and then we can start for our 2-hour and 16-minute flight to Tampa International Airport. So once again, this is a standard airport. Elliot, you're all right. Thanks. How are you? Well, glad to hear that you are fine. I'm also fine. So just came home from work 2 hours ago. And you are trying to think of a name of your streaming channel. Any suggestions? Not really. That is something where you need to think about, and it need to be something from yourself, not someone else need to decide or give you a name that you will use. So Infinite Aviation, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well and that you also had a great weekend. So Elliot, it's really a name that maybe fits you, or there are so many possibilities, and of course you need to like it. John Roberto, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Hello, hello. So we are taxiing to a runway 28 right. And then we can continue with our journey. Also for the people that fly the Phoenix, but I will repeat that tomorrow again. People that fly the Phoenix and that don't find the flight assistant anymore and that want to use that, you can get that back by just changing a number, but I will explain that tomorrow. Also didn't know it, but one of the frequent viewers here at the channel, he told me that, so many thanks to him. Infinite Aviation, you are on a plane to Brazil. Oh, nice. And from where you departed? So it's a long taxi that we need to do. And I see that my TCAS is off, so I need to put it on. Albapino, mate, when you logging on Cord in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it shows 7 runways. Yes, I thought so that I saw 7. Was not 100% sure if I counted that last one already or not. So it was 6 or 7, but of course now we know for sure 7 runways. That's a lot. Big airport. So like I said, I was never on an airport like this in real life. So the biggest one was Dubai. Actually, I don't know how many runways it has. Is it 2 or 4? I don't know. So then we will cross this runway as well. So they just let me go to the whole other side. Nice. We have time and fuel enough, it seems. Infinite Aviation LDK, why thought, but I do speak a lot of Portuguese. Okay. Portuguese is a nice language. Although I don't speak it. But I guess it's a bit the same as Spanish, or it sounds the same. So this is our plane for today. Atlas Air. So it's a cargo company, and it don't fly the 737-700, but it flies the 737-800. But we don't have that yet in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we take the 737-700. First I thought to fly with and I'm struggling with my views again. There we go. First I wanted to fly with the 747, but then I need to I put a poll in the chat Thursday, and most people wanted to fly with the 737-700. So it was very close, but the 747 will be for another time. And so we will line up with a runway.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right Atlas 737.
So this is 28 right, and then we are pretty much done. So we line up with the runway, and then we check everything once again. And so we put the landing light on, and taxi light off, and what we have else here, anti-collision light on, and then we also will check the flaps. So flaps is set on 5, so that's correct. So there we go, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Toga.
80 knots.
Rotate. And that was not a clean takeoff. So positive rate of climb, gear up. And then we click VNAV on. And then we can see our departure here in Chicago. And then I also need to put the clock on before I forget it again. So we know exactly how long we are flying and how long we need to fly. And so I have no window views today because it's a cargo plane, but I have those views for you. As you can see. So I will go to flaps 2. And then we can go to flaps 1. It's very nice that the plane don't follow the plan. Nice. Maybe because of this. Why LNAV is not working. Great. So we go direct. So the plane is not doing what I'm saying to do. So I don't know why LNAV is not working. Did I forget something? So we go to index. G77 mate. Okay. We have always lucky that G77 comes in on time. So
Envoy tree 649er, ready for IFR departure runway 28 right. Envoy tree 649er.
so I need to go to healing mode.
Wind 18 tree at 28. Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right.
Other side, of course. GH77, thank you very much, and welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I forgot to turn on LNAV. That will be the case. Also this, I forgot. So you waited too long with LNAV and past the point where the autopilot can make the turn. Use heading mode until you are back on course, and then LNAV should work again. Alright, thank you, mate. Yeah, I forgot to select that, so my excuse for that. GH77, oh yeah, a nice weekend. My son had a soccer match today. Unfortunately, we lost and the weather was bad during the match. But everything else was great, at least. Oh, nice to hear. Yeah, sorry to hear about the that your son lost the game, or the team of your son lost the game, and also the weather. But it's great to hear that you had a wonderful weekend. And so for me, my weekend was just about working, sleeping, and then streaming. After work, I came home at 6:30. So, and then I eat and played a bit with my son, and then I prepare for the stream. So not much time. And so we have LNAV back thanks to GH77. So there we go. In the meantime, we are at 20,000 feet, so we can also turn off all the lights that I didn't turn off on time. So there we go. And then everything should be okay. And then we can see our views here. I have also the cargo bay. So this is our cargo bay with a couple of bears and kangaroos and Toblerone, I think. So like I already said, today we have no window views in the cabin because this is a cargo flight. So this is the best what I can give you for this flight. And once again, the flight time will be 2 hours and 16 minutes. We lost already a few minutes, but normally it was 2 hours and 16 minutes. And fuel will be no problem. We have 3000 kilograms of fuel extra, 2000. So that will be no problem. The only thing where we need to be concerned about is our landing, of course, like usual. So we are almost back on track. We are at 25,000 feet after 8 minutes. And so, and for the people that just came in, the pushback tool, actually, the pushback tool is working again. Also, the pink liveries that we saw a lot of times when I did a tour of the airport, the pink liveries in the distance are gone. For that I needed to delete a lot of stuff in my community folder. I don't know what the problem exactly was, but actually I deleted a lot of things. Otherwise I need to delete one thing and restart, and then try another and restart, and then it will take the whole day. So I deleted almost all airports. And so those problems are solved. And then also the problem with the Phoenix with the thrust levers, or the thrust levers, it was working Friday, so I hope it still works. And if that is the case, tomorrow, then we will fly the Phoenix tomorrow. And I will also test out the new update of the just flight 146. We will test that out on Tuesday. So meantime we are at 29,000 feet. After 10 minutes, and we will climb until 36,000 feet.
Atlas 737, did you copy?
It seems that Miss Lazy is lazy again. Oh, she's not here. Great.
Cleared touch and go runway 28 right Atlas 737. Tower Atlas 737 cancel landing intention.
Yeah, my co-pilot
Atlas 737, your cancellation is received.
wanted the touch and go when I started.
Center Atlas 737 is type 2 miles east of 19er Lima.
So
on flight
we
level 305.
cancelled that.
Request flight following.
Atlas 737, Chicago Center. Squawk 1747.
Squawk 1747 Atlas 737.
Atlas 737, radar contact 2 miles north of 46 India Sierra, flight level 310.
Roger Atlas 737.
So I saw today that there was an update for 3 liveries for this plane. The first time I saw it. Still no update for the plane itself, but just for 3 liveries. GH77, maybe your co-pilot forgot to pack in some vitamins for this long flight. Well, I hope not. So if my co-pilot is listening somewhere, the vitamins can come, because it's very dry here and I'm getting very thirsty. So I think this is a very nice livery. GH77 is actually not funny. Yeah, it is. Well, I hope the co-pilot hears it. Seems not. And so it was this plane of the 747 from Salty, but the most votes went to this plane, so I fly this one. But we will try the Salty 747 and 747-800 in the future. And the thing is still here. When I click my right mouse button, then you see this moving also here. Then every time I click the right mouse button, after it will blink here or blink here with a letter in front. I think it was here, but for now it's blinking here. So 1000 to go, and then we are cruising at 36,000 feet.
Chicago Center, United 2463 is passing flight level 250, descending 10,000 feet. United 2463.
GH77, do you know when you are loading a cargo plane in the PMDG and you have the loader standing in front of the cargo bay, the big opening, and you put your kilograms into the FMC, there are coming boxes into the cargo area, but come the boxes also on the loading platform or the cargo loader. Did you check that out? Because I didn't see it. I only saw that there were boxes in here, and first there is one in the back, and then there comes another one and another one until here, but I didn't see that at the moment when they got placed actually. So if you know that, let me know. You don't think so? No? Okay. Well, I didn't see it, but I was also not watching it. I was busy here in the plane. And then when I looked outside, then I saw that there was a box. It was actually felt until here. The next time I looked, there was a box until here, so the last box. So only the loader seems to be animated. Okay, thank you. It will be nice if you saw the boxes going in and moving to the back. That would be nice to see. But you didn't really check it, okay? Well, no problem. Me neither. I was not watching it. Suddenly I saw a box I thought there would be no boxes, but there also a box. And then when I checked again, there was another box or container, and well, that was then the last one. So I need to check it out to make sure.
Atlas 737, contact Chicago Center on 135.75. Good day.
So we have still 750 nautical miles to our top of descent.
Chicago Center, Atlas 737, flight level tree 60.
So that will be
Chicago Center.
okay.
Continue as planned.
And then we hope for a very nice landing. Friday it was unbelievable. I did almost a perfect landing with a 146. That's I hate a love relationship with that plane. I like that plane and I hate that plane at the same time. But my first attempt, actually I needed to go around, but the second attempt was with my yoke, not with the joystick, but with the yoke, and that's always more difficult for me. A very nice landing in the 146. So I'm actually looking forward to a stream with that one again. So that will be Tuesday, and then I hope I can do the same or even a better landing. There was also an update for it, so we'll check that out. So a lot of fixes. So very nice to see that. And so there will be also an update coming for this plane. Also the flight path will come very soon, so that will be much better than actually the old options in the FMC. So I'm looking forward to that. So people, if you want to excuse me for a moment, my flight attendant is not here and my co-pilot Lazy is also not here, so I need to do everything by myself, and I will grab some vitamins and I will be back in 1 minute. So I'll leave you with this view. No one is flying this plane, and I will be back in 1 minute. So in 1 minute we are not crashed yet, so it takes a time before we are down, so I can recover. So see you guys in 1 minute. Thank you.
132.2 Atlas 737. Indianapolis Center, Atlas 737, flight level tree 60.
Atlas 737, Indianapolis Center. Continue as planned.
So I'm back with some vitamins, and this is the sound of the vitamins. Amazing. Cheers. G877 also looking forward to the EFB, but I think it's not with the next update, but one of the updates after that, they said. Okay. Your landings with the 737 are quite okay now. With the Phoenix it's a mixed thing. Okay. It is already good that your landings are okay with the 737. Mine are not okay with any plane, but I'm working on it. I don't know how it comes. When I was flying on a pilot's life before, before I started to stream, my landings were okay. A lot of very good or better landings, and sometimes yeah, a bit worse. But lately my landings are so bad, and I noticed that my landings are better with my joystick than with the yoke. So mostly I land with the joystick, because we also fly mostly with the Airbus before the PMDG and the Phoenix came, and went for 6. So I was always flying with the joystick, but even then they are not that good. So that's a bit of a bummer, and I hope it will be better very soon. But the landing from Friday that I was testing the wild for 6 was looking promising, so I hope I can continue like that. So we have a ground speed of 463 knots, and still 656 nautical miles to go before we reach our top of descent. So everything seems to be okay so far. One thing I forgot during takeoff, that was setting the trim. I forgot that. One issue I have is with the parking brake. I don't know what it is, but the parking brake goes off automatically all the time. So I don't know what there the problem is. First time I have it.
Going to 128.3 Atlas 737. Indianapolis Center, Atlas 737, flight level tree 60.
Atlas 737 Indianapolis Center, continue as planned.
G77, you missed it Friday's stream, but watched part of it yesterday. You needed to watch Netflix with your family. Private life stuff, of course, mate. You also need to make time for that. Very important. Maybe also a topic with the yokes. It seems that both PMDG and Phoenix still have issues with the alpha yoke, right? The yoke works for me. I didn't do a landing with it, but the yoke works. Maybe I will land today with a yoke and we will try it out. So, excuse me. But for me, no problem. The only problem is with my yoke. I have that with every plane, also with the fly-by-wire. Actually, all the planes. That is a bit seems to be too sensitive. If you push it or pull it just a little bit, you always push too hard and too much, and then the plane goes up again, and yeah, and too hard down. You have no exact control of it, but that's always be the case, and I don't think it has anything to do with the PMDG or the Phoenix. It's more settings wise or typical for the Honeycomb. Or maybe the Bravo had a problem. There is a problem with the Phoenix, yes. I'm struggling a lot with it, and I also was reading at the Phoenix Discord page that they will provide a video or something, or at least information how to set up the Bravo throttle quadrant from Honeycomb. Seems to be a lot of issues with it, and it worked 2 times with me, so I set it up, it was working, and then after it don't work anymore after 20 minutes without doing anything. Just leave it there, and I put my son in his bed, and then I come back after 20 minutes and it was not working anymore. Then after I could not fix it, so I left it there. Then after I tried it again, it was working again. When I restarted a flight, it was not working anymore, and now it seems to working, but I don't know if it stays working or not. So Friday it was working. If it still works, I don't know. So it's a bit difficult to set it up, because it works clockwise or in the different direction. Then you need to click in the settings, reverse, and one time you need to click it, the other time you need to uncheck it, you know, and then also you need to put it in the manual in the position. So the levers on your screen, you need to put them just manual in the correct position. That's the same place as your thrust levers on your throttle quadrant. So you need to do that, otherwise it don't work. You need to do that with a calibration. And one time, if you load a plane, the app starts from itself, and another time it don't work, it don't start. And if you start it manually before you launch the game, then also my throttles were not working anymore. So yeah, I don't start it anymore manually. I just start the game, load the plane, and if it loads, I think everything will be okay. GH77, that's sad because a lot of people have the Honeycomb, and it has a lot of good reviews. It seems to be a good hardware. I was thinking of buying, but it's too expensive for your purpose. Well, I cannot say it's bad, but for my yoke, when just flying around, it's okay. It's perfect. I like it, especially with the 747. It feels great. But for landing, if you push down, it goes too quickly down, and you pull a bit, then you always pull too hard, or push too fast or too hard. So it's very difficult to find a sweet spot. Maybe I need to change some settings and that it will go better. For the Bravo quadrant, it's fine for me. You have everything in one, and you can use it for more than one plane, because I was thinking of buying the Airbus, but then also the Boeing came out, and I say I fly a bit of everything. So, and you cannot buy really everything, so I just buy the Honeycomb, and then I can set it how I want it. Yeah, so you have everything. You can also control your panel, your speed, altitude, vertical speed, yeah, everything. You have also extra knobs. They are not mapped with me. And then you have also flaps for general aviation, and then also flaps for the jetliners. You have 4 thrust levers for Boeing 747. You have your speed brake, trim wheel. You have everything in one. So that's a nice thing. And then you have also the thrust levers for general aviation that you can switch. So I really like it. The only thing, if you fly Airbus and if you fly only Airbus, then you need to buy the Airbus throttles, because there you have the click system. So if you go to climb mode, it clicks in there like in the Airbus that you see on the screen. It clicks also with the throttle quadrant from the Airbus. It clicks as well, so that's very nice. The one from the Boeing don't do that, because the Boeing also don't do that. The Honeycomb also don't do that. And then I also saw a stream, I think it was Thursday after my stream. There was Blue Games and XP were streaming together. They do some talking thing, and also V1 pilot was there, and they were talking about Microsoft Flight Simulator, Explain 11, about the Phoenix, about the PMDG, the 146, and also the MD80, I believe. And so, and it seems they all like the Phoenix so badly. They are really a fan of the Phoenix. And some, like XP, was not much a fan of the 146, while the V1 pilot was really a fan of it. He likes to fly it, so yeah, just depends from person to person. No, my only problem is with the 146 is the textures inside and outside are not that great, but it's a nice plane to fly if you can handle it. Just to start up it's a bit a pain in the ass, but once you know it, then it will be fine. Oh, we have a little issue. Oh. We were, of course, it seems. Yes, we were. Of course, my autopilot was off. Great. I must touch something. So it's always good to check your cockpit from time to time, and then you hear some sounds that are not supposed to be. J77, you also like it that you can use it for a GA aircraft in the airliners. Most of the time it's on autopilot anyway. Indeed, for the takeoff and landings, my X552 Pro is good enough. Still thinking. Okay, but you have a point there. The Bravo throttle, you can use it for everything. Yeah, you get a box, small box. You know what it is. You have a small box with and then open it in the wrong side, on the wrong way. So then you have on this in a small box for general aviation, and then you have a bigger box where the thrust levers are in from the jets. So that's a nice thing that you have. So these are the number 2 actually, and 2 and 4 that I have here, and then actually in the number 3 you can use for 3 and 2. So, and then you have also nice covers for it. So you have a bit of a problem with the Phoenix and the climb mode, as it is hard to get the exact position. I think the fly-by-wire collaboration seems better for you. Okay. Well, that's what I was saying about the throttle quadrant of Trustmaster for the Airbus. That has a click system, so that works very good. But of course, that works only for the Airbus. So, and we're all not always flying the Airbus. I say for a person that only fly the Airbus, they can buy the Airbus throttle. But if you fly a bit of everything, then I would go for the Honeycomb throttle. So I'm very happy with it. It does everything what it needs to do. Of course, it don't look like the real thing in an Airbus or a Boeing or another aircraft, but who cares? So G877, yes, that's pretty cool and can be expected for the price. I was also looking for the Velocity one by Turtle Beach, but tend more to the Honeycomb. Well, yeah. The only negative thing, and I will say something negative, is you have a knob on the side to put more tension on it, on the levers, or less tension, and it seems to be that the levers on the left side get more tension than the levers on the right side, so it's not everywhere the same tension. So, and also the levers feel a bit out of position, the one against the other. So that's the only thing. For the rest, it works perfect. Yeah, it does what it need to do. So it's maybe not perfect. It's also big. It's also big. So if you have not a lot of room, then you need to consider something else. But it's pretty big. And other negative things I didn't find. No. Of course, it's not nice if you every time if you change the plane and you need to change your levers all the time. I don't know how long it will last. It's not difficult to take it off, but if you daily change it, let's say from general aviation to jets and back, or from 2-engine to 4-engine jets. So what I did now is for the 146, I found it also pretty hard to use the 4 levers at the same time. So I use just 2 levers now since Friday, and I use 1 lever, the left one for engine 1 and 2, and the right lever for engine 3 and 4. So that's also an option that you can do, and then you just keep your levers on for all the planes that you fly, or all the jets. But it's totally up to you, of course. Yeah. I will do it now, for now, like that, until I'm more used to the 146, and then I can maybe change it again. But for now I will fly just with 2 levers instead of 4. Also, one thing I need to mention, there are lights on the Honeycomb throttle quadrant, but they are not working. You need to install an app from Aerosoft, and that app you need to load every time when you are in your flight planning, where you select your plane and where you put in your airport. On that page, from there you need to load or start that app, and then the lights will work when you load the flight actually. If you don't do that, then the lights will not work. If you close again Microsoft Flight Simulator totally and you start it up again, you need to load that app again when you just before you load your flight. If you forget that, your lights will not work. And then I mean your gear lights, and then also some warning lights, they will not work. Another thing that is not working are the heading knob, nav map, approach knob, altitude and vertical speed knob. They are never illuminated. In the beginning they were always 2 the same illuminated. If you pushed another one, it will not be illuminated, so you don't know when it's on or off. That's another thing. maybe it come later with another with an update of the app or something, but at this point it's not working. When I see now, none of them is illuminated now. But for some people maybe it's not important, and it's not much that I look at it. Mostly I look at the dashboard or the cockpit. Yes, you have read it about the lights, but that's not something you will buy the yoke for, or the throttle. So it's more a nice gimmick to me, and should be easy to fix with an update. Yes. So for me it's also not important, except maybe the landing gear, but yeah, you can also check it on your screen. But the rest, there are some like vacuum, master caution and master warning lights that can go on. Well, I don't see that. Even if it goes on, I don't see it because you watch your cockpit on your screen. So I don't need it either. So and now I lost my mouse. Okay. So we go back to our navigraph and then we see where we are. So there we are. But in general, I'm happy with the Honeycomb. So especially with the throttle quadrant, I'm very happy with it. So, and if I only flew the Airbus, I will buy that one. But I'm not only flying that. So. And I put away my racing seat to have more room to ride on a table, because in my racing seat I could not ride or not type decent. So I bought a table for PC, a big one, and now still don't have space to write. Even my keyboard is on top of my yoke and my throttle quadrant, so I have no space. That's actually a good thing, that you can put your keyboard on top of the yoke and the throttle quadrant. So it fits perfectly. So in the meantime we have perfect weather again. We are also flying real time. I think let's check. Yes, real time, real weather that we are flying. As you can see. And if the weather stays like this, then we will do later a flight where it will rain or storm or something, because I get a bit bored of the beautiful weather all the time. So, but then I wait until there are more people in the stream and the more frequent viewers, and then we will do that. So I cannot say when it will be. So today we are flying in North America, and then tomorrow we will fly in South America. And that will be with Phoenix. GeForce the same here, only have limited space on my PC desk, as it has drawers on the left and right, and a keyboard tray in the middle. I can use the tray for a steering wheel. Okay, but for a yoke throttle combination, you will need to find a different solution too. Yeah. I will try to clean up my desk tomorrow, maybe, and I will take a picture of it, and I will put that picture in my Discord channel, and then you can see how it looks, how I placed it, and then you also can see, because my arm is always stretched actually, because I just can reach my mouse. That's on the right side, just next to my throttle quadrant. So, but my arm needs to be stretched all the time to use that. I can still move a bit my throttle quadrant towards my yoke, but then I think it's way too close to each other. So now I have a space of 8 centimeters or something that there is between. So, but I can put it pretty much to each other, but then it's very hard, I believe, to use the gear lever or the thing for the gears. Also your trim is way too close then, so you need to separate a bit, keep some distance between it. That's a perfect combination. So my cell phone just fits between it.
Brickyard 45 for tree you or tree 2 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 20 left approach via Rehoboth.
So in the meantime, we have still 424 nautical miles to go to our top of descent. So we're still a long way to go. And everything is going as planned. And we are still on course. That's a good thing. And actually we needed to put this on off, and that is not working. Why?
118.4 generic 4 Delta Bravo.
So we cannot get it on off. Normally it works. Don't know why it's not working now. But I think it's not a big deal. So and then we have our nice cargo. And I have also some information about Atlas Air. So that company is founded in April 1992 and has 88 aircraft, and they have 5 on order or planned. So the average age of the fleet is 21.7 years old. So they have the Boeing 737, the 800, and they have 8 of them. And they have also the Boeing 747-400, and they have 41 of them, and they will, in the future they will have one more. They have also the 747-8, and they have 4 of them. And they have also the 767-300, and they have 26 of them. And then they have also the Boeing 777, the freighter, and they have 9 of them. And that are actually the newest planes, the Boeing 7, the 777s. They are an average of 9.3 years old.
Atlas 737 contact Memphis Center on 120.8. Good day.
Going to 120.8 Atlas 737. Memphis Center.
Hello,
Atlas 737
Lanok.
flight level
Welcome
30.
to the stream and to the chat, mate. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And you asked me what is a flight time today. Well, flight time today was normally 2 hours and 16 minutes. So we are, in meantime, we are flying for 1 hour. So 59 minutes we are flying.
Southwest 1516 contact Memphis.
No problem so far. Well, there is no stream without a problem, so no problem so far. Yes, we had a problem 2 times already. So the first problem was actually that I forgot to turn on LNAV, and I saw that too late, and we were already in the air and crossed the first waypoint, so it didn't want to go on. But at that time GH77 came in and he said, yeah, you missed your first waypoint, so you need to use your heading selector and go to your waypoint and then turn it on. So problem solved. And then we were talking too much, like now in this view, and then talking, and when I entered the cockpit there was an alarm going on or going off. So, and we were off course. So I touched probably something and I disengaged the autopilot, but not a big issue. And another problem is that my parking brake don't stay on. Don't know why, but don't stay on. So, and we have a cargo flight today. So yeah, I don't know what's in the cargo. So these are the containers, as you can see. And I checked it already from the inside, but you can see much what's inside. So there are a few containers in it. We see the last one here. And voila, that were the containers. We are cruising at 36,000 feet. We just passed 1 hour and 2 minutes that we are in the air. We still need to do 368 nautical miles until the point where we start our descent. So that's it. Lots of containers today. Why? Well, I don't know. I don't know what's in it. You tell me. Bears, Toblerone, I don't know. I only know that it is around 12,000 kilograms in total. Actually, I don't know why it's that. I thought it could load more. SimBrief gave me 15,100 or something. But I can only get 12,000 and a bit in it. So we departed in Chicago, a very big airport with 7 runways. So very big. To the standard airport that comes with the game, and no freeware. Also the pushback truck is back. Just the communication is still missing, but all the tools are still back working. Also the pink liveries that you saw in the distance on the airports, they are also disappeared. So I need to delete a lot of things in my community folder, and now it's disappeared. That's a good thing, and the pushback tool is back, so very happy about that. The plane is working, so just a parking brake. I don't know what the problem with that is. And today we have a nice livery, that's what I think. I like this. Very nice. And also we don't have a co-pilot today. Miss Lazy was lazy. Landmark alarm. You must land immediately. You shall rent a car and continue the journey. Your flight certificate has been revoked. Alright. You trust me in a car? Maybe I'm worse in the car than in the plane. Even on a bike. So if you see this plane, I think it's very, very beautiful. I like especially the nose of the 737. And once we have the EFB or the fly pad, that will be amazing. We don't need to go into the FMC all the time to search the things. It will be much easier when it is here. Use subcompact. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are had a wonderful weekend. Won't be here for long, no problem, mate. But thanks for jumping in. Also, this thing is not working, so we cannot put it on off. Normally we should put it on off, but it's not working. or maybe we waited too long, I don't know. So in the meantime, I show you the map. So this is the map, we are halfway or something. And today we will land with the yoke. We will try that. I cannot guarantee a successful landing with that, but I did one with a 146 in combination with the yoke. So we will also try the yoke, the Honeycomb yoke, with this plane and see what it will do. So don't blame me if something goes wrong, or if we have a bad landing. It will be not my fault. Like always. Oh, we have low pressure. What is going on? Oh, my fuel is empty. Okay. So we will get another light. The center fuel tank is empty, so this will be also going on.
Going to 13 for decimal 05 Atlas 737. Atlanta Center
No.
Atlas 737 flight level tree 60.
Atlas 737.
So we can turn this off like this. And so that fuel pump is off, and we have still 7,500 kilograms of fuel on board, so plenty of fuel. And I get always this view now because I needed to go in the back of the plane, and since the door is locked you cannot go in the cargo bay to set the views, so I needed to cheat a bit, and then you need to go to a file and just replace the one number instead of a 0 to a 5, and then your view is outside, and then from here you can go everywhere you want. You also can even go into the engines. If you see, let's check out. This is the engine, and then you can go through it. This is the back. So, and then you can see into the textures here.
Center on 13 for decimal 905. Good day.
13 for decimal 905 Atlas 737. Atlanta Center Atlas 737 flight level tree 60.
Atlas 737 Atlanta Center. Continue as
And then you can check out the plane in detail, of course. And then we have the tires here. So you can see some details that are not so really great, but these are places where we never look. So it's not really a problem. Also, G877, thank you for your advice on the Phoenix and the flight assistant. It worked. I just need to test it if it gives a complication or a fault or whatever. So, but for now it was working. I have my flight assistant back just by changing that number, so no problem there. So I just need to test it more if it gives a problem in a flight or so. And the disciple is awake. Good morning, disciple. Good morning, good morning. I hope you are doing well, that you slept very well, and that you had a wonderful weekend. And welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Disciple got a mouse, a lot more mouse in the house, but they aren't bothering me. I can still sleep. Okay. You need to give them food. J77, oh that's cool, no problem mate. Found it on the Microsoft Flight Simulator forum, okay. But thanks anyway. It worked, so just changing one number and it's all fine. So it's a lot easier for me. I only use the AI radio communications with ATC, and I want to turn it off when I start my flight. All the preparation, otherwise your co-pilot is immediately asking for pushback, and also when you do the pushback she stops too quickly, so I turn it off until to the hold short point, and then I turn it on, and then it's okay. But with the Phoenix you cannot do that, so that's good that we can change it. The disciple, you tried out the Salty 747 again, mate. I did a flight with it yesterday. It flies well now. Well, normally I was planning to do this flight with the 747, but because the poll said Thursday that I need to fly the 737, so I did this. But actually it was a perfect flight for the 747. But we will do that in the future. The disciple, you made a nice landing with it in Houston, Texas. Pilot Live gave me in 230. I thought it was smoother than that. Okay. So yes, today cargo flight. It was following your plan the way it should. Nice. Did you use a stable mode, the stable version, or the older one? Lennox, you have a thumb up from Lennox. Thank you very much, mate. So I like this livery, also with the 747. It looks nice, so I'm very happy with this livery. And then we have the cargo. As you can see, here is the cargo, 12,500 kilograms or something. And then we have the views, because we have no windows in this plane, so we can not look through the windows. So I placed cameras outside so we can see something. So these are the views, as you can see. You used the stable version, okay. Well, last time I did it was also the stable version, because I think there was a problem with the other version. 2 times with that plane crashed to desktop, so I didn't want to try that in the stream, the only time I streamed it. So I used the stable version. So I will try out the other version, and we will see what it will give. No comment again about weather. Yeah, I know. Perfect weather again, like usual. So, but I'm waiting until everyone or the common members are all together in a stream from the beginning, and then we can put on bad weather, really bad weather. US Top Compact, big day for motorsport racing. Monaco Grand Prix and Indy 500. Oh yes, it was the Indy 500 when it starts. When it starts, it's already up. Damn. Okay, guys, I need to go because I have important things to do. The IndyCar 500 will start. Scott Dixon to win the Indy 500 because I'm biased because he's a Kiwi. Alright. Okay. Well, damn. I forgot that. I also forgot the qualification, but my good friend from Italy, he reminded me on that, and then when I wanted to watch, because that was last weekend, and when I wanted to watch, it was already done. So yeah, I like IndyCar, and actually more than Formula 1. I'm a big Formula 1 fan, but IndyCar is more action. So like today in Monaco, you cannot pass only if you have a different tire, like Gasly today did. He could pass one car because he had other tires, better tires. It was drying up, so instead of full wets he had intermediate, so he could pass another car, but otherwise it's not possible. The disciple jokes made about being biased, but he has a great driver. He is a great driver. I think he already better than Andretti. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Okay, it's just my center tank. No problem. Fuel is gone. Alright. No problems here. I have fuel enough. Well, I cannot say if he's better than Andretti or not. It's maybe difficult to say. But he's a great driver, of course. The disciple, when I first seen him in motorsport racing since New Zealand, I knew he would go to be a megastar. Okay, but yeah, he's a nice driver. He's a good driver. So yeah. US subcompact stocks for Leclerc and Monaco. Yeah, it was a bad strategy. Yes. More like a pass after the tunnel, maybe. Yeah, who tried that? It was Alfa Romeo, I believe it was. Was it Bottas or the other guy that tried to pass there, but cut the chicane then? It's very tricky. You subcompact home race too? Are you from Monaco?
Descending 10,000 feet.
Oh, you mean Leclerc.
61 Atlanta Center. Continue as planned.
How much distance to go? Well, 220 nautical miles before we start our descent. So, and I think we are still on our route. So, and here is the map. So 220 nautical miles before we start our descent. You subcompact, I mean Leclerc, yes, yeah. The Disciple, you had a disastrous crash with this plane 4 days ago. Wow, that don't sound good. What happened? So, oh, not far, nice, okay. Well, GH77, he said that he has good performance or good landings now with the PMDG 737. And you say that you fucked up, okay. Well, you will see, I do today, I don't land with the joystick, but I will land with the yoke. So one problem is I have no steering on my yoke, so I need to grab when I landed to my joystick to steer the plane. So maybe we go a little bit off at that point, but otherwise we just try the yoke because of the very good landing with the 146 Friday. The first attempt I needed to go around because I forgot the flaps, and then my second attempt was a perfect or almost a perfect landing with the 146 with the yoke. So we will try also the PMDG today with the yoke. My landings suck anyway, so it doesn't make a difference if I suck with the joystick or with the yoke. The Disciple, yeah, lost all control of it on approach in the Bahamas. Was flying above stall speed, so wasn't stalling. It was like something messed up with aileron. However, you spell it. Okay, well, I understand it. GS77, yeah, the PMDG and I are now friends also in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Phoenix and I are in off-on relationship at the moment in regards to a landing. Alright. Lanok, how did you prepare for the landing today? Are you in harmony? Harmony, nothing is in harmony with me. Nothing. What is that actually? So I land with the yoke, so expect the worst. And I have no vitamins anymore. So yeah, I'm screwed. The whole flight is screwed. So no, we have still 7,000 kilograms of fuel on board, so that's plenty enough, if that is correct. Why is my fuel not going down? I don't know. To Disciple, the people from Innsbruck don't want to fly with Attribution Productions again. They got their refund from airline for tickets already. Okay, nice, thank you. Thank you to screw my day. You people always know how to fuck up someone's day. So I also was looking at the textures here, and one thing I noticed is that also the wheel is not so round, and also here those lines are also not, but normally nobody looks here, but yeah, it is what it is, as you can see. J77, I hope that Bravo will not interfere with the landing gear again. Look at a bit like a bad sign when the gear lever not moving into position. Yeah, I'm afraid it might be due the Bravo only having 2 positions versus 3 in the 737. Yeah, but last time it was working. You can set your landing lever on press or on release, and I needed to switch that, and then it's working. But for that setting it's also working in the A320, in the fly-by-wire at least. So now I made a setting actually for the A320 for Phoenix. I made one for the A320 by fly-by-wire, but I also can use that. Oh, a good thing that you said that. One good thing, and I need to interrupt this stream because I think my setting is still set on the 146, and that's something. Shit, I forgot to change that. I will check it, otherwise we will have a problem on landing. My excuse for that. As you can see, it's set for the 146. So I need to put it on Airbus A320. My excuse for that. And now let's try again. Et voila. Et voila. Problem solved. Yes, I forgot to set that. But otherwise, if it's not working, landing gear, we have still our backup here. And we can do it here manually. So also not a problem. I also saw on the Phoenix you have that here, that thing, it comes out here and then you can turn the wheels up and down. I saw that in the Phoenix. The Disciple, when landing with the PMDG 737, it's a big task just for me to try get it centered on the runway. So many of my landings are off to the left a bit or to the right. The Braddock 737 Max, I can get it centered. Okay. Well, yeah, if depends from plane to plane. One plane is not the other one. There's also maybe a bit to do with the settings. So, and one is more sensitive as the other one. Lanok, soon comes the movie My Plane Crash in Innsbruck 4. Okay. Thank you. There goes my motivation. So how far to go? 151. So we will select a lower altitude. Alright. So our landing gear is working. It was a good thing that GH77 pointed that out, that it was not a good sign. So my Euro felt, and yeah. Then I was thinking, okay, my settings are still with 146 settings. Because with the 146 I switched from 4 levers to 2 levers. That's why I also can fly with that setting this plane, as far as it comes for the levers. So otherwise I need to change the levers all the time on my throttle quadrant, and it's also hard, for my hand is not big enough to do that perfectly on the with 4 levers. Normally you have a co-pilot and not a lazy one, and then the co-pilot can help you with the levers normally, but we don't have that here because lazy is lazy and she's home. That's why. The Disciple, be right back, mate. Finishing brekkie. Well, enjoy your brekkie fast. So once again, we have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, we have wonderful weather. That's what I wanted to say. The Disciple, Miss Alasia, was already launched out of the windshield on the 146 by Captain Wittables. We won't be seeing her again for a while. Yeah, thanks to remind me that. Everything is my fault, I know. Yeah. Lennox, there is something wrong with the compass. This is not Tampa, we are in Canada, I think. I see Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, is that in Canada? I thought it was in the Philippines. But yeah, anyway. It will be even worse if we are in the Philippines now. But once again, beautiful plane. So this weekend I was looking for flights for the 146, and because I got some comments last stream from someone that told me this is not real, because this is not the plane that Air France is using, and stuff like that. So I was looking for, just for fun, for companies that still fly the 146, the British Aerospace 146, and so far I've found 9 companies that were flying the 146, even one in Canada. Lanark, Niagara Falls is in Canadian City in Ontario. Okay. Well, it just sounds familiar because I come sometimes in the Philippines and it just sounds familiar. That's why. So I was going off all the airline companies from A to, and I think to C, that I'm now at C, and I have 9 companies found so far. But it's not only the 146, also the Avro RG 100 or 85, but there's actually a later version of the 146. It's an upgrade actually, but it's actually the same plane. And so, and I think I have 9 companies. I have not a list with me because it's in my other pen. So I forgot it there. So I will find more companies probably, and then I have also a list for that plane to fly. Lanark, next flight will be in South America with the Phoenix, if the Phoenix still works, of course. No guarantees there. So if it's not the Phoenix, then it will be, let me check, the Headwind maybe, or the fly-by-wire. But we fly with Avianca Colombia. That's the next flight, and we fly from Bogota to, and I don't know where that is. Need to check because my stream is already on, not online yet, is already made, it's ready. I just need to put it online. So actually we fly from Bogota in Colombia to Honduras. That's our flight for tomorrow, and then we will fly that in the Phoenix A320. And then the flight for Tuesday will be from Perth in Australia to a nifty airport in Australia, and that will be with a 146 from a Just Flight. So that are the flights for the coming 2 days. And Wednesday everyone needs to be here, because then we have a nice something what I find nice, a very nice touch. And then we fly in Africa, and we fly with a fly-by-wire in Africa. And why it's a nice touch, I will not say, that you need to see, but it's something different from what we saw so far. Flying under the radar again, yeah, maybe, because yeah, but you will see. Make sure you see it, because I like it a lot, like what I saw. So it's actually not many times I saw it. So for me it's a bit special, and it looks great. Africa's cool. Yes, we go from I don't know to I don't know. And I know the company, but I will not say the company. Not yet. So you need to check it out on Wednesday. Then you will see the company and the route and what I mean with a bit special. But I think it's beautiful. And I'm actually looking forward to the flight of Tuesday with a 146, because I started up in my way and not following the checklist, and it was working. The engine started, they stay running, and I did a manual flight, very short manual flight, tried to land. Landing gear was working, that was a good thing, but I forgot my flaps, so I did a go around, tried it again, and I landed a very smooth. So we have still 70 nautical miles to go before our top of descent, and then we can looking forward to our approach and landing. J77, respect mate for the 146 handling. Well, you know, I said I hate this plane, but I also love that plane. Why is it for me so difficult plane is because I don't understand the logic. It's an older plane, just like me, so it's not the plane that we know. I also hear that other people in the stream that were the better streamers or the bigger streamers were talking with each other, that they also needed to learn that plane, like Blue Games and XP V1, they were talking about it. So and XP don't like it. Blue, he also needed to learn it, and then V1 Pilot, he said, yeah, I like it very much. So it depends from person to person, and of course you need to learn if you are not familiar with that plane. So, and for me it's the same thing, I need to learn. But if I follow the checklist, it's not organized, so I follow my own rules. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it starts. The plane starts and it works, and everything works, all the lights are out, and you can fly. So that's the thing, and that makes it more pleasant if you have a sequence and that you can work for your own, and that you can fly the plane. There are still things that I need to learn with that little thing where you can program actually your thrust. I need to work on that or learn that, but we do everything bit by bit, step by step. And so, and actually I like that plane. It's a 4-engine plane. There are planes that I don't like, but you know, I start to like it, and the more I fly, the better it will be. The only thing that I don't like on it is the textures. They are not so great. From the cabin, not so great. Outside also not so great. The model is nice, but the textures are not so great. The Disciple, you are back. For me, I can't go back to flying planes with analog gauges. Those days were numbered for me back in 2004. Alright. Well, you know, I like that plane, and I hate that plane at the same time. So we will see what the future brings. But there are other people that don't like it actually, like XP, he don't like it. And V1 Pilot, he likes it, but he is a real. Damn! There we go again. That's the problem if you have too much things around you, that you touch a trim wheel or something, and then autopilot goes off. So, but V1 Pilot, he is an Airbus pilot, real Airbus captain. So, and he likes, of course, the Phoenix. And it's a bit of a hype. It's getting a hype like the Phoenix. Some say it's better than the PMDG. The systems are more in depth. Well, we will see. But everyone needs to learn those planes. Those are planes from back in the time, from the 80s, old systems. So not what we used to getting. We need to get used to it. Disciple, the 146 looks nice. I noticed you were getting a lot of views with it too, mate. So good option to fly it regularly. Yes, I saw it. Also this weekend I saw that I got a lot of views. It's mostly in the weekend. I don't know which plane it was. Actually I need to check it. I think it was my last stream from Marrakesh, Morocco to Paris. I got also a lot of views this weekend, and actually the most views I got after the stream with Anna in Japan. That stream, I had, let's say, 100 views after the stream, and then that was also a Thursday, I believe, and then in the weekend I had 1.9k in one weekend. That was my best stream or after stream ever. So yeah, but in the this weekend also Marrakesh, the flight from Marrakesh to Paris had also a bit of views, because that was also not a good stream in numbers, but now 481 views now. So, but yeah, they also said that the 146 is dead, the Leonardo is dead or buried, like they said. Also, which other plane was it? The CRG. So everything is now Phoenix and PMDG, but even they prefer Phoenix above PMDG. But yeah, the 146 is also a nice plane, only that I don't like the textures inside and outside. That could be better. So in the meantime we check for the last time our distance. So 11 nautical miles before we start our descent, and then we can go prepare for landing. GSM-7, yes, the 146 looks nice indeed, and I still think it's interesting, but I will probably not fly it so frequently, and the price is pretty high. Yes, it's high. So I decided to pass it. Well, yeah. Lennox, I have a surprise. The Canadians on board are on board. They wonder when we land in Toronto. Okay, but maybe just open the hatch and put the boxes out, and then they will land anyway. Sean, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome, and how was your weekend? Hello, Eatables and chat. Just stopping by to see how it's going. Everything is going wonderful for now. We are not landed yet. We will land with a yoke. That will be something interesting instead of with a joystick, but I normally do. I'm watching live stream out of Manchester Airport last night. Seen Troy with a 767-300 taking off. Nice to see some airlines are still using them. I didn't know that Troy had a 767. All right. Vitables is about to generate a storm. Well, guys, next flight tomorrow, if you all come in early before I depart and it's good weather, I turn on a storm. Yes. If not tomorrow, it will be Wednesday. No, Tuesday. I will turn on a storm if you're all together in the stream before I take off. Then I turn on a storm if the weather is nice again, like now, because I'm getting tired of this weather. I don't like summer. No, I like summer, but this is a bit boring. In meantime, we started our descent. Sean, doing alright, thank you. Leaving to spend time with your girlfriend, okay? Have a nice time. Okay, and greetings to your girlfriend. The disciple me early, that's hard for me, mate. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay. Well, we will see what we do. Because I really want to do some bad weather. I wish I could have it just like this in real weather, but it seems not to be happening. And tomorrow we fly in South America, so there it will also not happening. And then it will be in Australia, because we depart in Perth with the 146. So we fly from Perth to, what was it? And I lost it again. Nifty Airport. So from Perth Airport in Australia to Nifty Airport. That's for Tuesday in the 146. So I expect also not bad weather. So that's a bit but if it stays like this, I will turn on storm. But today I want to land this plane with a yoke, and then we will see how it goes. So we will turn our auto brakes on 3, I believe. Yes, it's 3. Okay, so you will send me the weather that you had in Brisbane not too long ago. That was lacking the wind, so not too challenging. Well, yeah, it need to be a bit challenging, and but the problem is also if you set up bad weather. I already did it just to test it out. But if you fly high, then you are still above it, so you don't see anything of it. And sometimes I said storm, and actually there is no storm. It's a bit dark, yeah, but that's everything. And what plane was the lightning going through the plane? Was it this plane or was it the Phoenix? I don't remember. There was a plane where the lightning went through the cockpit. I don't know if it was this one or the Phoenix. So in the meantime, we are descending we're at 24,000 feet. We have still 6,100 kilograms of fuel on board, so that's enough. And we have 80 nautical miles to go to our destination, I believe. Is that the destination? Who cares? Today I will not contact anyone. I have high expectations, really. Once again, I land today with the yoke, not with the joystick like normally, and the yoke is always worse than the joystick. Where you were flying when that happened, mate? Oh, I'm not following, Disciple. About what? With changing the weather?
Contact Jacksonville Center on 133.25. Good day.
Because if I change the weather, then if you are high in the sky, nothing happens.
133.3.
Sometimes I put the rain at 100%, and even then I have no rain. Oh, that the lightning in the cockpit, yeah, that happened with this plane or the Phoenix. I don't know in what stream I did that. We changed the weather in one stream. I don't remember which one it was. It was, I think, last week or the week before. I think last week. We changed the weather in a storm, and the lightning came through my legs, or between my legs. So, and I don't remember was it this one or the Phoenix. It was one of the two. Because we just wanted to check out what it did, the bad weather. Because someone was asking for it or so, I don't remember why I did it. So we just switched for a few minutes to storm, and then switched back to the live weather or real weather. So meantime at 17,500.
United Tree 5 for contact Jacksonville Center on 133.3. Good day.
Alright, what I'm doing. That's what I need to do. Okay. So 16,800 feet. Disciple, if you flew to Tonga next weekend, you might fly into thunderstorms. But that's not on your planning. No, unfortunately. In the weekend, no. That's the problem. Actually, today is already very hard for me as well, because I come home at 6:30 in the evening, then I eat, you take a shower, and then I play a bit with my son, and then at 8 o'clock he goes to his bed, and then I need to prepare already the stream, because at 8 o'clock I start preparing everything, starting up everything, and then if everything goes okay and well and no crashes, then have 20 minutes to relax a bit and then start streaming. So, and I had a very hard week last week, and then a long weekend working, so very tired. Landmark, today the landing is dangerous. There are a lot of drain holes in Tampa. Also on the runway, take care. Well, no problem. Then we just make one hole more. So remember guys, tomorrow, normally if everything works well and my thrust levers still working on the Phoenix, we fly the Phoenix tomorrow. So remember that. And also then the day after, Tuesday, we fly from Perth to, I don't know anymore what city, in the 146. And the day after is also something for me a bit special, with the fly-by-wire in Africa. So, and there's something nice to see. Maybe some people saw it already, but it's something what I like very much. And maybe some people need to do that more, and then we can enjoy that as well. This is type of usual program Nightbot made to have random quotes from Lennox. Yeah. Oh, we are at 10,000 feet, so landing lights, we turn everything on. And there we go. And normally we see the lights blinking. There we go. Nice. So this plane is a bit a combination from new and old 737, because it has LED lights and it has, that's new. It has the eyebrow, that is old. And if you don't see the panel, this is the old style panel. Also this is old style, so it's a bit a combination of old and newer. So I like mixed up. Lanok, no, this is live from Lanok. No, we have Lanok for that. We don't want to take his job away. But I'm glad he is here, of course. So Tampa Bay, that we don't need. What is that airport code? I forgot already. KTPA, where we find that? KTPA, here it is. So I will ask a full stop landing and planet 4 runway 19 right. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. 19 right, that is it. The disciple, how do you get the landing lights blinking like that, mate? Well, you have two stands here. So here is pulse, yeah. This is off. Stand 1 is pulse, like written here, and stand 2 is on. But you need to go to, wait, I just need to see how far we are out, otherwise I will fuck up my landing again. You need to go to your settings and select that one. If you go to menu and then PMDG, aircraft equipment, I think, then you can set that somewhere in the lights. I don't know in which menu it was. Here, page 13, LED with pulse, and you can select original with pulse, LED, and a LED with pulse. That's it. Page 13. And now we will concentrate on the landing. So everything is going well. Lennox, are you getting a cold again? You hear that in my voice? My voice? It's maybe also because I'm just too tired, and then you get sick very easily. Like last Monday, after the work a night shift, I didn't sleep at all. So I was around. I woke up Sunday morning, Sunday noon, 12 o'clock. I woke up and I went to sleep Monday night after the stream. So that was actually already Tuesday 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and then you suffer for the whole week from that. So it was also very hard for this morning to wake up at 4 o'clock and then go to work. My neck is better. I still need to go to the kine, but it's much better already. I still feel it, but it's much better already. So we will slow down. So speed brakes are out. The map. Here is the map. We are at our location. Of course, if I sit for a few hours here in my chair here on my desk, then I start to feel it, of course, and then it makes it hard. But I will put the record button already in. It's way too early, but you know, otherwise I forget a lot of things. We see the airport there somewhere. We need to put the localizer. Where is that localizer? Of course, and I forgot what the frequency, so we will not use that today. GH77 need to help me next time with that. So we will go to the approach. So we are at 3000 feet, and then we make our last turn, and then we prepare for our landing. So we slow down even more, and we go to flaps 1, maybe a bit late, immediately to flaps 2. So 2700 feet, and I was already holding my joystick, but I will do it with the yoke, of course. And there we go. Flaps 5, landing gear down. So landing gear is going down, 3 red. Flaps 10, 3 green. What I find strange is that my speed can go so low. I put at 15,000 in kilograms of cargo. It selected automatically 12,000 of cargo. It seems you cannot load more than that, and my takeoff speed was very low, and also if you can see my speed can go very low for the landing as well. So the Disciple 219, thank you. So at 1000 I take control. I try to put myself in position. That's why I'm moving that so a lot, because I need to sit a bit more to the left for my yoke.
Clear to land runway 19
So
right,
flaps 35, and we are still good. GH77 240, alright, very optimistic. Focus, okay, focus. I can do that. Yeah, alright. 1000 feet and I take control. So everything is prepared. Oh, my flaps. I take control. There we go. My plane. So immediately you see that I will go down and up. That is a bit shitty on it. But we do our best. It was working with a 146. Maybe I was just unlucky. But we will see what it will give with this one. Why is there traffic? I don't see anything. So we are on the glide slope. That's a good thing. 500. 400.
300.
And I need to find a button to turn off the auto throttle.
200.
There we go. It's off.
100. 50.
Get ready for impact.
40. 30. 20. 10.
And then I need to switch to my yoke. No, to my yoke, to my joystick to keep it centered. So there we go. That's a bit of a problem, that I need to switch to my joystick because I have no rudder pedals. So I need to go to my joystick to steer. That's why I go a bit to the right. And I think my nose was a bit long, too long in the air.
Going to 121.7 Atlas 737.
Do you really mean it? 306? Really? That's a slap in my face. I thought it was better, yes.
Tampa
So
ground,
we
Atlas
go taxi to
737,
the
request taxi to the gate.
gates. Taxi lights on.
Taxiing to gate 45 using taxi
All
lane
right.
whiskey for Whiskey Victor for
We can
Victor
already
Golf,
start
Atlas
the
737.
APU as well. And then we taxi to the gates. Where are my lines? Okay, there are my lines. So I can show you. Really? Disconnected. Damn. Fuck. Shit. Why is that? Shitty thing. Why you are disconnected? And I have not lookout tool running. So yeah, I have no backup because it was disconnected. Why, I don't know, but it was disconnected, it seems. So, but it felt way better than a 306. But I don't know what I need to do, but you know, next time maybe we need to do if I have the proper data, we need to do an auto land and to see what numbers it gives with an auto land compared to a manual land. Sean, you missed the landing. How was it? Well, I thought it was pretty smooth, but numbers say something else. But maybe my nose was too long in the air. I had the feeling that my nose was too long in the air. We will see in the replay. But I will not say it was butter, but a 306 is pretty harsh. Yes, you can rewind it, of course. Of course, Sean. That's why we make videos. So we are taxiing to our gate. Well, yeah, that's sometimes strange. Even when my landings, what I find decent, other streamers they get so good landings, always under the 200, even under the 100, and it's like I cannot land anymore. Why my landing ratings on a pilot's life are much better than here. I have less than 50 there. Yeah, I'm not coming close to 100. Yeah, once. Or I land without landing gear, then everything will go smooth then. But I found this landing pretty good, to be honest. I was happy with that until someone put the number in the chat. And I said, oh fuck. So we will ram one van today. It seems they don't want to move. Me neither. So this was a bit a yoke. Yeah, it's a bit hard, especially in the beginning. Then I go a bit like this. I need to get the feeling, and then yes, once I'm on the ground, I have no control in the steering wheel anymore, so I need to grab to my joystick, and then yeah, I go off center, of course. That's a bit a problem if you don't have rudder pedals, and if you are landing with the joystick, then you have that thing already in your hand. So we will stop here, and then we will check if the parking brake will work or not, because it's always a switch off. Alright, so parking brake set, and it goes off. I don't know what that is, but parking brake goes off. Now I release my two brakes and it goes off. Now it stays on. Okay, it stays on. We are lucky. And actually we parked to the gates. We don't need it to be here. We needed to go to the cargo area, but who cares, we will unload after here. So what we can do here is checking our airport, and I'm struggling again with those camera things. So you don't use what is that, landing rate monitor, but SimTool Pro, yeah, for a smooth auto land it once gave me 240 and the next time 475. In your last manual landing with a 737 it gave me an 89. Didn't seem that different to me. So not sure if you should turn these tools off again and just go for your filling. Alright, well, we'll do a quick tour about this Tampa. It's the first time I see it. It's also standard, it comes with the game. Nothing implemented extra or something. It seems to be a nice place, everything flat. That's what I don't like, flat. I like some hills, but of course for biking this is perfect. But this is Tampa International, so just a quick tour for the airport. So we will see what we do with the tool, because I will also need to check first my landing and to see how it was. But I hear someone saying that landing with I thought it was about the PMDG. Landing with that plane every time felt the same. If you landed hard or soft, it felt always the same. But I don't exactly know anymore if it was the PMDG or another plane. So we will go to our landing replay, and actually it calls landing reset. And in the meantime I try to open that and it's still disconnected. I don't know why that shit is disconnected. Well, let's see. So stop recording and then we go to play.
Tampa approach Atlas 737 is type 4 miles northeast of 3 Foxtrot Delta 13,900 feet. Request clearance.
Both PMDG and Phoenix feel different when landing too hard compared to medium and extra smooth, at least for you. Alright, but yeah, we will see tomorrow how we land the PMDG. where is the runway? It's still pretty far out, so we will come a bit closer. And there is a plane in front of us, but we cannot go around. Sean, the landing was at least a 210 or 190. I don't know. Even that is too much. Minus. Yeah, but even that is too much for me. I did better, but it seems I cannot land anymore if I follow the numbers. Did I forget to load this? Alright, that's why that thing was not working, because I didn't load that. Okay. That's why it was disconnected, because normally I'll use that for a looker tool, but I didn't know I needed to use that for this as well. Sean, yeah, correct. Don't get too focused on those damn numbers. Just enjoy yourself, mate. Well, I enjoyed this landing, really, I did, but I just thought it was better. But for me, this was a decent landing. Only I think my nose was too long up. So we will see that. And here my nose goes up again, actually. If you see that, so my nose comes down. And then with turning, my nose goes up again. And then I needed to grab my joystick, and maybe I did something with the joystick. But actually I think my landing was pretty decent. So now this is from the replay. Of course it changed all the time. If I land another time it changed a bit, but the first time was, I don't know, because it was not connected, but so I believe, yeah, the landing was not bad. Yeah, it was with the yoke. I was surprised for my landing with the 146 Friday, just a test flight, very short, from one airport to an airport nearby. It was not a 10-minute flight or something, and just testing. And I needed to go around the first time because I forgot my flaps. So I go around, lined up again, and I had almost a perfect landing. But I didn't have the numbers, nothing was turned on. So yes, I don't. You have a point there. One tool says 219, 26. The others that pops up says more than 300. So again, not sure how they calculate. It's also with the looker tool. Looker tool give me also a bit more than this one that you're seen here. is actually the most forgiven. Lookout tool is always a bit more, and that one in the that you see in the corner is even more. Now minus 2.5 versus 380. Yeah, well, but you have also settings that you can put aircraft manager and preference, so you can all change those things, and maybe that has also an impact. I don't know. But this I will show you the landing one more time. But
Tampa approach Atlas 737 is
yeah,
type 4
we will
miles
see it
north
from
of
the
Tampa
inside
800
now.
feet. Request clearance to
But
transition
for me,
Bravo
this was
airspace.
a good one. And yeah, 380. Well, this was not 380. Yeah,
Atlas 737.
that's for sure.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Atlas 737.
Sean, you noticed when you try to get better landings, end up floating so a bit. Usually, the sacrifice the smoothest for quicker landings. But yeah, sometimes I want always to go fast to the runway, and especially on a short runway. But now I need to focus on. I'm more focused now on my landing, smooth landing, and you have a long runway, so you can sometimes I'm also floating. So I think this was a nice landing, for sure. Not a Ryanair landing, but for me, sometimes I am too focused on the runway, touchdown as fast as possible. Now I try to change it and try to as smooth as possible. Of course, you don't need to float to the whole way, but sometimes it happens with me as well that I'm floating. Today I didn't have that, but yeah, it's with the yoke. Normally it's worse with the yoke than with the joystick, but or it is just because my joystick is on my left hand and I'm used to use my joystick on my right hand. Maybe that also makes a difference, but yeah, I put it on my left hand because my throttle quadrant is on my right, and otherwise it's in the way. So we will forward a bit, and then we can also stop this, and actually we need to turn off the engines. How I get back in my plane? Once I'm landed, I have always problems with my camera settings, so we turn off those things, and then I just want to check my and then we have alarm again. Shut up. That will not work. Okay. I don't know why it make this sound. I have no clue. I just want to check our cargo. So request cargo loader, and to see if it do something. So our cargo loader is coming, and then yeah, I don't know what that alarm is. Before the stream I had the same alarm, because I needed to change some settings, and it always starts also when it's powered on. So I need to change that again. So now the door is going open. Once that is open, we can unload our cargo. And I just want to see if there is animation. I don't think so. Also GH77 don't think so that there is animation. Only the containers are in. They will go out, but not through the loader. Not because of the spoilers, because when I started the stream, the spoilers or flaps were not out. And this is another sound, as you can hear. Oh. So now we just try to unload this thing. So we cannot unload that. Or we set just 0. Start. Okay. So the disciple, take care mate, have a nice sleep, see you tomorrow, cheers, have a good one. Sean, JH, Lennox, also I need to take a poop pretty fast. Well, enjoy it. And see you tomorrow mate, have a wonderful day at work, and be safe. So normally this one needs to go, and we will see when that happens. It sounds like yes, indeed. I don't know, it turns on automatically, not that I touch anything, it turns on automatically. That also in beginning of the stream, before the stream actually, I had the same thing. But yes, it's the autopilot. If I click it again, then it goes away. So GH77, have a wonderful night mate, sleep well, and have a great Tuesday, no Monday is tomorrow. So for disciple is already Tuesday. No, it's Monday already. Well, it's complicated. Well, have a good night and a wonderful day tomorrow. Sean, with Wolves, if you have time, can you show the Phoenix liveries? Of course, mate. We will do that right now. So, Sean, goodbye. Alright. Oh, so one thing just disappeared. Container just disappeared. So now it will let the other one disappear. So to everyone here, I'm not gone. I will stay here with Sean to check the liveries from the Phoenix. But for all the other people here, thanks for watching, and then hope to see you tomorrow again. Tomorrow we fly the Phoenix in South America, from Bogota to I don't know anymore. We will see tomorrow. So have a wonderful night, wonderful day, wonderful evening, or wonderful morning. So see you guys. Sean, I show you the, and other people if you want, then I can show you the liveries of the Phoenix. So we need to go back to main menu, and then actually it was I have to run by. Okay, then we do that next time. So see you, Sean. So this was our stream for today, and thanks everyone for watching. See ya guys.